Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back. And it is I, better known as Danielle, Happy Medium, and in today's video tutorial, up for discussion today, and it's been a little while since I uploaded, a person asked me about, and I have been doing little bits and pieces on intelligence, but this one was really quite asked of me, and it was regards to evidence and why we use the intelligence, how the spirit world use that intelligence when they are giving evidence from their side of life. And for me, evidence is important. We need evidence, and it's something that, it's heavily talked about, within the industry, and rightly so, because obviously it is ultimately our job, our passion, to make sure that we do the very best we can for the spirit world when we're giving out communications. But if we really want to get into like the intelligence and the science of it and things, and for me, it really does blow my mind that they know what they need to talk about. They're really that clued up. They're smart enough to know what to give over to us as the medium in order to be able to prove that life continues after life. And that really does sum it up. The intelligence of these loved ones in the spirit world is they know you probably better than the medium, the room you're working, or even the personal sitting that you're doing. They've spent X amount of years with you, even if it's only 10 years or it's been 25 years. Or, for example, if it's mum or dad, they've known you, maybe 40, 50 years plus. Plus, also, they've raised you, so they know all your little quirks and all your little sort of annoying things. And, the memories and things in which that you shared with them is very, very poignant to these in the spirit world. So the spirit world are always very aware of what's important to get over and how that evidence is needed to be given in order so that we can prove that life continues after death. And I can hear you all screaming, yes, Danielle, we get that, we understand all that, but like, how do you get into that? Like, how do you give that over? And I train many students, as I've talked about here on the channel, and for me, that's the big question. It's the biggest question on everybody's lips, like, how do you get that over? And the best way that I can honestly tell you is to trust in that intelligence. And I say this to my students all the time, and they look at me a little bit weird when I say it to them, because they think there's some kind of mechanic, or they think that there's some sort of more development they can do, or there's like somebody somewhere's got like this magic wand that's gonna just do it for you. And actually, you're already doing it. You as the medium, myself, thousands of other mediums out there, is that we trust in this intelligence. We believe in it. We believe that these here know exactly what it is that they need to give you in order so that you can give that communication over. And it's the biggest thing that you need in your mediumship. And I've talked about this loads on the channel, and it's one of the things I talk about even when I ever started doing the channel. It was trusting in the guides. And the reason I use guides is because basically you take that, flip it, and then when you're doing communications, it's a lot easier. There's been a trust, there's been a relationship built there with the spirit world. There's an intelligence between you and the said guide. There is a reference, there's a understanding, there's a trust, there's an easiness of the mind. There's no real sort of fighting against the conscious mind, or the conscious mind sort of going, well, we don't understand that, so we're going to sort of reject it. When we build this relationship with the guide and with the spirit world, what we're really doing is building our understanding of the intelligence and the use of this intelligence when we're working with the spirit world. And it's probably a little old in the training that I do in that capacity, but one I think is really helpful when we're really starting out, because what we do is we build what I call a solid basis. So when you have a solid base to work from with the spirit world, and you understand this intelligence, and you have that trust, your mind is ultimately limitless. It's wide open. There's anything can get in there because you understand, you believe, you trust. You think, well, my guide wouldn't give me that for nothing, or the spirit world's not giving me that for nothing, so why would it be giving us that? Let's have a look at that a bit more. And for me, it's a really good starting block for any medium out there in the industry. One that I think is still very, very used, even with the more professional medium like myself. I work quite strongly with guides, and, I work with them because their knowledge is extensive and they know that intelligence. They know how to work it to the very best of your ability and the spirit world's, and when we're doing communications. And for me, it's a beautiful thing. And I think we always need to remember that with communications. It's a beautiful experience. It's an opportunity to explore and expand your consciousness or your mind that little bit more. So for me, it's always good to trust in this intelligence and believe in it, because I will always say, and there was an old saying given to me many, many years ago, the spirit world will never let you down. And that goes with your guides and also with the communications in which that you do. And if you trust that the intelligence is present, that the spirit world is there, they're always going to give you exactly what you need if you're prepared to allow it, trust it, and go with it, and just give it to the best of its ability. You don't need fancy bells and whistles and you know, all these types of things. You just need to understand the intelligence. You need to trust in that intelligence. You need to build that relationship with the spirit world, and through that, the intelligence of the evidence will be available to you. And the spirit world will always know what it is that they need to tell you in the room or on a sitting of communications or whatever it is that you're going for or what you're doing as the medium, and that they will always have your back no matter what. And for me, that's a really beautiful thing. And if you learn to trust in them and you believe in them, you'll never steer far wrong. So in this video, we talked about intelligence of evidence. Basically, the intelligence is already available to us. It is already there because the communicator already has it. Really, it's up to you to trust in the intelligence, give it, and allow it to do as it needs to do. And from that, you will find a bigger growth in your mediumship. You will allow your mediumship to expand, and you will allow your understanding of the spirit world to also grow, because ultimately it's vitally important as a medium that you continue to grow and evolve with that intelligence. So I've been Danielle, better known as Danielle Happy Medium. I did a live the other night, back again on the 19th. I will be doing a few uploads in between now and then, but thank you very much for joining us. Please do like, share, enjoy the video. We are going to be having the screen. I'm just waiting for it to be moved. I've been waiting for the drill, you know. But we'll be back to drawing and all them types of things. I know a lot of you have been asking for that, so I'm certainly going to bring that back and incorporate that again with my lives. But I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care. Have a great day. Bye for now.